Yep, she makes most of the money. All I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say,
So Tyler Perry tells successful black women that they should just be satisfied with a man that pays the light bill. Yeah. So the reason why this advice is absolutely ridiculous and pointless is because 84% of black women are already the primary breadwinners of their home, right? And that's whether they're single, married, in a relationship, engaged, they're already the primary breadwinner. So it's absolutely ridiculous to even put this advice out there for black women because unfortunately they're already doing it. And we see the downsides of it, right? We see the downsides of what's going on in, I would say, the working class black community, okay? So for you as a woman to only require so little from a man, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of black women have been indoctrinated to require less, and this is due to self-worth issues. Maybe, they've seen other women in their community and also their families do it, and it's just the norm. And they don't realize that, hey, this is actually more detrimental to not only your mental health, your emotional well-being, also your physical health, okay? So the reason why it's detrimental to your physical health is because when you are taking on multiple roles, because, you're a provider, you're also the nurturer for the children. Also, a lot of women are also taking care of the home. Like, it's a lot, right? And you have a job as well, right? So when you're taking on that multiple roles, it doesn't just affect you in a physical way, it also affects you in an emotional way, right? This is why a lot of women have the anxiety, depression. A lot of women have hormonal imbalances, fibroids, infertility, just so many issues, right? So many health issues, are overweight. This is based on not just like their physical health. Like I said, it's also based on what's going on in their lives, them not being happy, right? And I've already talked about how fibroids is linked. There's a spiritual root of women not being happy and not living in their purpose. Unfortunately, when you have a woman that's just taking on too much, you see that in her health, unfortunately, right? Women are not supposed to we weren't made to be providers. We weren't made to be in a marriage and having to provide for the family. And unfortunately, a lot of women are doing that. So, I wish Tyler Perry would consider the health aspect of it, but it's obviously doesn't care. You look at how, his movies are portrayed, the same thing, the woman who was successful taking on a man who is much less successful. And, in his movies it's happily ever after, but in real life, typically it is not. Okay. So just be very careful with, what you listen to. And you have to look at what people's motives are, right? This is his core audience, women who accept less because you see his movies. And as a billionaire, he's able to, benefit from that because guess what? In corporate America, black women, they're out there killing it. And, he gets to have more and more workers if black women are with black men who are, for example, who are not as successful, right? Who are taking on jobs that are, I don't want to, insult anybody's job, but who are taking on things that are they're not in their role, right? They're not at their best, right? And then what kind of children do you think they're gonna breed? Let's be honest with you, right? Are they gonna breed successful children who are going to achieve the most? Probably not, right? If you have a woman who is working all the time, not there really to nurture her kids, and then you have a man who is just not at his best, more than likely the kids are going to kind of adopt the same mindset, okay? And this is going to breed more and more workers and not people who are thinking for themselves, who are entrepreneurs, who are starting their own. So this is really a toxic idea, and we have to, like I said, a lot of people in Hollywood, you have to look at their motives and what agenda they're trying to push. That's what I meant. So hopefully that makes sense. But don't fall for this. If you're single, if you're dating, please don't fall for this horrible advice because it's actually absolutely horrible, and it always, for the most part, ends in misery, okay?